Just so everyone knows, so I don't get everyone's hopes up too high, this is not confirmed, but it does say that the Knuckles movie is in the works. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this. Hey guys, my name is Socks45and6. Most people just call me Socks, and you can too. Today, while I was looking on Google, I found a very interesting topic and a very exciting topic about the Knuckles movie. I wasn't even searching that up, I just ended up coming across it, and I came across this article right here. And if you want to check this article out by yourself, I'll put the link in the description. So it says sources close to the WGTC, the people that also told them that the Fast and Furious was heading into space, also said, if you look closer towards the bottom, that a Knuckles movie is in the works. And I'm going to be honest, when I read this, I was jumping up and down. I was so happy. I love Knuckles. He's one of my favorite characters. Not my favorite, that's Espio, of course, but I would love a Knuckles movie. And since it's kind of in the works right now, that seems awesome. And before I read off some people's submissions and what they think is going to happen, also, the way that they submitted was through my Instagram and Discord, so go follow and join both of those. I want to go ahead and talk about my thoughts about this. So if we eventually get confirmation about this, I'm going to be doing a bigger video on this, probably giving a full version of what I think is going to happen, because by then we should probably have some more, I don't know, evidence or more of a plot or something a synopsis or something that we will know that could happen eventually. But I think that this is going to obviously be focused around more the Echidna tribe more than Knuckles himself. And if this movie does get confirmed, I also think it confirms something else in Knuckles being in the second movie. I think if the movie goes in a certain direction for it to set up Knuckles to be in the second movie, then it could confirm that. But it also could deconfirm that because it could obviously set up Knuckles being in the third movie or him not even being in the series at all. Now, I do think that since it's going to be circled or mostly based around the Echidna tribe, I think something cool that they should definitely tackle is the Master Emerald. I think it should kind of take place on Angel Island. If they want to go kind of Sonic Adventure-esque, they could even tell Tikal's story or Knuckles' story when they had that flashback that all the characters did. I also think that it'd be pretty cool if they, sort of had a Longclaw in there. If it was kind of towards, if it's more of a flashback movie, if that makes sense. And one more thing that I want to say, because I don't actually have much to say about this or the plot. I don't know what it could possibly be about. If they want to sell tickets for Knuckles having his own solo movie, come on, you got to get Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Come on now, you got to get Dwayne "The Rock" to voice Knuckles. It's a solo movie. Knuckles is not as big of a name as Sonic, of course, so come on, get Dwayne "The Rock" to do this if this ever gets confirmed. It's in the works, apparently, so come on now, Dwayne "The Rock", let's go. The next one comes from a guy named The Big Wop. He says, I personally think it would basically be the retelling of Sonic 3. You know, where Dr. Robotnik convinces Knuckles to try to defeat Sonic, but in the end, they both team up. But besides that, I have no idea. Now, this was a smaller one, but if they were going to do that, I would think, kind of like how the thumbnail says 2023, the Sonic movie would come out first, or the Sonic movie 2 would come out first, and then the Knuckles movie. But then why wouldn't they just call it Sonic 3 and Knuckles, or go with that little gag? To me, that doesn't make the most sense, but I do think it's still a possibility. The next one comes from a guy named Nuxmaster Plush. This one was a little bit harder to read word for word, but that's not a problem at all. I just summarized it, or that's okay. Also, he was basically saying that Sonic would have to go and find Tails and Tom at the beginning of the movie, but the main part for Knuckles would be that he's on Angel Island, he would have his OVA hat, he would act more like Adventure Knuckles, and some powers will be sealed within the Master Emerald, so that's like the main thing that probably Dr. Robotnik or Sonic is going after, or Dr. Eggman would probably trick Sonic into going after, and he also tells us about Knuckles being able to dig from Sonic Adventure 2, so don't forget that in the movie, that actually is pretty big. Now, my favorite thing from this description by far has to be Knuckles wearing his OVA hat. I do think they should throw that in there somewhere. If he's not wearing it all the time, but maybe like he has it as a souvenir from someplace, or he just wears it for fun or something. The next one comes from a guy named Pulse Critics. I think I'm saying that right, but by now everyone should understand I legit can't say names. But he basically says the movie goes through all the adventures of Knuckles with those 10 years between Sonic getting stranded on Earth and him meeting Tom. And the villain can be the guy that was scrapped from the first movie, the Snake guy, but expand his character. He's maniacal, I think I'm saying that right, and dirty, but a very good liar, who steals treasures from ancient clans/tribes and is trying to steal from Knuckles and breaks the Master Emerald and sets off an adventure to restore the Master Emerald and fight off the Snake Man. Now this one was really, really interesting. I like how he goes back to the Snake people, or the Snake Man, the Snake Tribe. That would be super cool if they added their own, in a sense, original characters into the series, but don't make them so main to the point where we want more of them just for Knuckles' movie. And honestly, I think that'd be really, really cool. I like that one a lot. The next one comes from a guy named... I don't want to say that. I don't have to start. The next one comes from Miles-25. I really like that username, by the way. He had a little bit more before this. He was saying things like, for me, and he doesn't know what he really wants. But he does go on to say that maybe it's a good time to explain why Knuckles has to protect the Master Emerald. Like in Sonic X, Knuckles once asked himself why he had to protect the Master Emerald all his life. Now, geez, that would make for some great lore, and honestly, I'm all for that. They need to add that if there is a movie, obviously. They need to definitely add that. The next one comes from Supersonic_. Now, he did say this on my Instagram, and I literally just forgot to screenshot it, and I tried to go back and find it, but I couldn't. But his was short, and I did remember it. He said that basically it was going to be a remake of Knuckles Chaotix. Now, if they're going to do that, that would be honestly pretty awesome, but at the same time it'd be kind of weird introducing obviously all the Chaotix. That's a way to do it, but I'd rather, like, at the end Knuckles finds his team or his new squad instead of being with them already. This one comes from George Draws. He says, Knuckles gets jealous of Sonic because he got a movie and Tails was in it. Then Knuckles decides to try and make his own Knuckles movie, but in the end it ends up being kind of terrible in a sense. Then he gets notified that he's getting his own movie, and then the video ends. Let's go. Okay, I only added that one because it was pretty funny. The next one comes from Quick Mario Bros. Since it was a longer one, I decided to summarize this one as well. So basically, he talks about the beginning being where Knuckles is with the Echidna tribe still, and he was growing up with them, and then the attack happens when Baby Sonic got attacked in the first movie, and then it fades away. And then basically he learns that he has to guard the Master Emerald. Then Dr. Robotnik shows up with a portal, and then he pushes Knuckles in there, and then they go kind of on an adventure, and at the end Dr. Robotnik shows back up. Knuckles defeats him, basically, and Dr. Robotnik still gets away because Agent Stone pulls up, and again, Dr. Robotnik gets away. Now, the one thing I could see from this is when the Echidna tribe basically tell him, or they leave the Master Emerald for him to guard by himself, and that's pretty big, and I definitely hope that they leave that in, and I definitely hope there's a Master Emerald in general in the Sonic movie. And the final one I will be reading off today comes from Prince Ali. He says, I don't have many ideas, but I want an origin story for Knuckles. I think something like that would be really cool, like showing him growing up with the Echidna tribe. If they take inspiration from Archie as well, that'd be cool as heck. Maybe since this movie is made by an American company that isn't as stuck up as Sega, they could add Sally in the movie. And maybe Sonic met Knuckles as a kid. Also, if the Echidna tribe backstory had like maybe Tikal and Chaos was explained in the movie, that'd be cool too. It might also explore the power of the Master Emerald and introducing that to the plot. So like a coming of age where by the end Knuckles is the guardian of the Master Emerald. For more villains, maybe Chaos. Also Chao. There must be Chao. Give me my Chao right now. Now, I know I studied through that one a lot, so my apologies. I like this one a lot. There's so many different options that he gave off. This is a great one as well. And also, if they're going to have Chao in it, what do you think? Would they kind of be like, I don't know, furry in a sense? Would they have fur? Or would their like skin or, I don't know, hair? Would it just be, I don't know, slick? I don't know. That'd be kind of cool to explore and figure out more things about that. And yeah, that's going to do it for this. Thank you to everyone who submitted. We got 30 plus submissions this time, so thank you. I could not pick everyone, but I did pick enough in my opinion. And if you did not submit, do not worry. There will be more times where you can submit later. Also, I'm going to be taking a week off from YouTube. I just wanted to make sure and make this update video kind of real quick for the Sonic movie for everyone, so you can get your information on that. And I will be back December 5th to live stream Sonic 06 for you guys. It is still set for December 5th. Nothing has changed for that. Also, if you have not already, make sure to check out my plush series. Go to the playlist and you'll see Sonic Tales Season 1. Season 2 is looking great at the moment. Me and my co-writer are working very hard to make sure and push for the best for this season. And quality has gone up so much as well. So thank you guys for allowing me to just grow as a YouTuber and grow as myself. And yeah, that's going to do it for me today, guys. So make sure to drop a like on this video. And if you are new, subscribe. We want to hit 150 subscribers as soon as possible. And yeah, I love you guys. Wear your socks. Peace.